campaign, Europe
All right.
Home of Cheese.
Mhm.
And so, Pooja, if you can introduce yourself briefly, please, just
Okay.
to know each other.
Okay. So I'm Pooja, and I blog at. I have a blog, parenting and lifestyle blog as well, where I write. So you can check that, themumsandbabies.com, and you can find me on Instagram as Pooja Quatra. So where I share more about my lifestyle and everyday journey, raising my kids, parenting, and everything about it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I have two
Yeah.
kids as well.
Oh, lovely. How old are they?
So I have Olivia, she's 3 years old, and
Oh,
Rafael, he's 2 years old.
oh, they're at that lovely age. Mine are a
And,
bit older. My son is 13 years,
okay,
and my daughter, she's 8. She's sitting behind somewhere.
okay, almost teenagers.
Yeah. So I just told her that I'll become, please
Hi,
come here.
hi.
So, so she was like, I said, I have this call with someone, and we'll be talking about cheese, and it'll be like from France. So she's very fond of like Paris and all those places.
Have you been here?
No, we haven't. We were planning for last year, but then with COVID, the plans are just
Mm.
there. So she's really fond of. So she was like, "Oh, is she going to show me Eiffel Tower as well?" I said, "No, we are doing a call."
Maybe next year.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Pooja, this interview is divided in one, two, three,
Mm,
four parts. And the
okay.
first one you take just 5 minutes. The second
Right.
one is about your image, your opinion regarding this campaign. Then your role as influencer in this campaign, if you shared something about this campaign in your social media channels, and your expectations regarding this campaign, if you want to be a real partner, and how this campaign can be improved, and something like that.
I
Uh,
think, yeah.
so the first one is your image, your opinion regarding European cheese. Pooja, what is your opinion regarding European cheese? Do you like it?
Yummy. I'm a cheese lover. So, but I think trying out so many variety of cheese at one point of time, that was fantastic. And it was really amazing to see that how well we can uh, do it with tea. I mean, it's always you have this idea of that cheese goes well with wine.
Mm-hmm.
There's wine and cheese always, but it never came to our mind that you can do it with tea as well, and it goes really well. I mean,
Ah.
especially like if I'll say that okay, culturally wise, that out here you won't be taking so much of wine during like daytime, or some people just restrict themselves thinking that okay, those cheese board and trying out the cheese, it only goes well with wine only.
Mm.
So some people really don't want to try out different varieties of cheese or cheese boards, just because they have this conception
Mm-hmm.
that if they're going to take it with like tea or coffee, it won't give them that flavor or that taste, or they are not able to appreciate that. So I think,
What kind of tea? Green tea?
I mean, during the session, we had a lot of different varieties of tea, which they taught us. So that was really different.
Okay. Okay.
So, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that was a totally new thing which I have learned. And it was very interesting to learn about it, that yes, you can do it with tea as well, not just wine or any drinks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was a new learning, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And are you used to work about dairy, or just for cheese and for this campaign for European cheese?
Uh, well, I do food blogging as well. and I cook as well every day. So I really love trying out different recipes and how you can present that when you have like family or friends, you are having like some gathering, potluck and all. So you always look for those ideas. And I was really impressed when Sophia, she contacted me for this one. I was like, yay, really excited to try out so many variety of cheese because sometimes you always go with those specific ones which you have tried over and over again. So you really don't want to try out something different thinking that I'm not sure whether it's going to match with my taste bud. And is it like, okay, the second one is like Singapore. Cheese is but on expensive side as well. It's not like other part of the world where it's like very I'm not saying affordable, but yeah, when it comes to sharing it with your readers, you always find that you share about the things which your readers can go and buy in the market. So it shouldn't be like something which they have to think twice that, yeah, it's very expensive and it can't be like part of our day-to-day expenses, or I can't put it on the table because it's really expensive. So this campaign really gave us that opportunity to try out and to tell my readers as well that, yeah, these are like really great variety of cheese and how you can incorporate them during your potluck or your get-togethers and all.
Okay. And it was the first time that you implemented this kind of partnership with the campaign?
I have done other food campaigns as well before, but maybe you can say thanks to like Zoom and all those sessions that this kind of a live session where you have a host who's telling you to try out different things sitting in your home. Because when you attend these sessions, usually you are there in the restaurants or some places where they'll guide you in a different way. So this one was, a different one I did.
And for this campaign Europe, Home of Cheese, how you have been contacted to take part in this campaign? It was Sophia from Sopexa.
Sophia, yeah. She has dropped me an email that if you would like to. I remember, I think last time there was this campaign and I approached her later on because I'm very fond of cheese and I really wanted to be part of this one. So, but I think the last one, the campaign was over. So this time she contacted me that this kind of a live session will be happening. And would you be keen to try it out? And I was like, yeah, why not? Because I really appreciate a variety of cheese. So I think it'll be a good opportunity to learn about it. So yeah, that's how we got connected.
Okay. And what do we know about this campaign? What is the messages behind this campaign? According to you.
No, for me, I think personally, as I mentioned earlier, that personally I have learned that I can combine cheese and tea as well, which is like a totally new world for me because I'm a tea lover as well, and wine is like occasionally for me. So, but I really love cheese all the time. So I always used to think that, oh, is it like I can have my cheese only with wine to enjoy it, but now I have more broader things to do it because I can do with tea as well. And I actually learned about a lot of new variety of cheese. Frankly speaking, I some of them I can't even pronounce, but they were really well how beautifully they mentioned to us that we can enjoy the flavor and everything. So that was brilliant. Yeah.
And what kind of cheese do you prefer?
Well, this time I tried a lot. I mean, I think except for blue cheese because I still find
It's
it
too
like
strong.
very strong, very strong. Even though I tried taking it, but then you feel something on your tongue, you know. The rest are the brie and all those soft cheese and other ones. They were pretty good to try it out. And the best part is some of them you can actually try it out for your breakfast as well. With your sourdough bread, you just combine them, or you can just have it as a like with your salads and everything. So there were different variety of cheese which you can do with a lot of dishes. So that was the beauty. Yeah. So I think it's just the blue cheese. That's all. I'm happy to go with it.
Okay. So you participate in live to show the combination of tea and cheese. Can you describe how was this live, the length, how many people were connected, and so if you have these details?
I think there were quite a few. I remember there were a lot of people. 100+ people were there in that live session. What I can recall. And the length was just perfect. I think it was close to an hour or something, because you know we were trying out like different varieties of cheese. So I think just to make those that tea to enjoy with different cheese, probably you need to give a little break in between so that that taste is not there in your mouth. So we were just moving from one cheese to another, and there were different varieties of tea as well. And the best part was how the host, he taught us that this kind of cheese goes well with this blend of tea, and this one will go with this one. So I think that was a new learning for us.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think it was overall, it was a very informative, and we never felt that it was like a boring or it was a lengthy one, because at every stage we were learning something. Yeah.
Okay. And do you see some negative things or things that could have been better in this event?
Not really, I think so. Not really. I mean, personally for me, I really enjoyed it. Right from the beginning towards the end. Yeah. If given a chance, I would love to have this one in face to face, like in person, so that everyone is together, and that gives a different kind of vibes, you know, when everyone is together in one room and enjoying and appreciating all the different varieties of cheese. I think that's a different kind of an experience. But I think for a Zoom session or for a live session, I think it was perfect.
Okay.
It was really nice, yeah. And
sorry.
I think we were given, and I think we were given everything, right from the cheese board to all the different varieties of knife to cut them out. So I think, so no one has to like look for which knife to use, and
Okay, great. And according to you, Pooja, would you say that such a campaign useful to inform consumers in Singapore on European cheese? First, is a high-end product, is an expensive product, so consumers, I mean rich people. So this campaign is useful to inform them on European cheese.
Sorry, your voice was big.
No, see, this campaign is useful to inform consumers on European cheese, the diversity, versatility.
I think, see, there are people from all walk of life. So you'll see there'll be people who want to indulge in certain things. Sometimes, you know, it just happened that you really love something. If I'll say I love cheese, so once in a while I'll be like, okay, I love to indulge in cheese, and why not? If it's like a festive season or some celebration and all, it actually gives you broaden your like you can say, the variety you can go and choose from. Because all the while we only know the selective cheese which are available in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think with this campaign, we got to know that, yes, you can go for this one as well. And moreover, there were so many influencers who were sharing about it at the same time. So many people get to aware, they were aware of that, yes, this brand of cheese is also available in Singapore, or where they can go and buy it. So I think sometimes it's more of your taste bud. You are ready to spend money on that. So when it comes to food, sometimes you really don't think twice about it if it's like according to your taste buds. So yeah.
Okay. And would you say that the elements like information you received during this event were useful to you, to your activity, as an influencer?
I think the Sophia has sent us one of that PDF where how we can blend different varieties of cheese, and I think how we can use them. She actually sent, like, I think it was like 20 or 30 pages of one PDF file, so which I still have with me in my email. So sometimes when I'm buying cheese, or I have to see that, okay, for my party and all, which kind of a people I'm hosting that party, I sometimes refer to that guidelines as well, that since we have tried and they taught us that which cheese will go well, so I still refer to that one. So I think it was fantastic.
Okay, great. And okay, we talked about the messages. So did you post something on your social media channels regarding this event or this campaign?
During the event, I did the stories as well. And I'm actually holding another food Instagram account. So where I posted about different varieties of cheese and this particular session as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So
did you have any feedback from your audience?
I got quite a few from my friends as well. So they were really happy about it, that they got to know about a lot of new varieties of cheese, and where they can buy and all.
Okay.
So I think we got some guidelines on where we can buy this European cheese in Singapore market. So I think it was quite helpful.
And is it easy to find the European cheese on supermarkets and delis and in Singapore?
I think there is one particular, I think on Instagram, this I forgot the name, the cheese or something, the cheese shop. So they said they carry this brand of cheese with them. So if anyone want to order, we can place an order with them.
Okay.
So I think because nowadays there are not many people who are heading out, so putting a delivery is the best option. So I think that one was available.
So I have just 4 questions to finish. Would you say that this event or this campaign, this live that we made for us, would you say this event or campaign could be improved?
I think for me it was fine. I really enjoyed, so I think for me it was fine. Probably, I don't know, maybe we could have done it like as a Zoom session where we have like a smaller group, maybe trying out some recipe or something. I mean, I know this session was a different thing, that we were doing tea and cheese, but we could have, like, if the time permits, or if we can have another session where how we can use these different varieties of cheese in setting up like a cheese board or something. I mean that's just from my end. Apart from that, this particular session was good.
Okay. And would you like to participate again in future events related to European cheese?
Always, always.
Well noted.
Without,
Okay.
yeah. You have to call me for all cheese events.
Okay, okay. I told to Sophia. Do you have any expectations from the organizers of this campaign in terms of information or message? What could they do?
I think, as I mentioned, that Sophia already did that, sending us all the information, after information about that event. So, it usually happens when you are attending a live session or an event. You are so much into, you are so much concentrating on like which one to do. I have to pair my cheese with which tea and all.
Mm.
So sometimes after that 1 hour of session, you tend to forget as well that which exactly in which flow we have to go. But then when she has sent us that follow-up PDF with all the information and the name of all the cheese and how it goes or how we can use it, that was just amazing, I'll say. That had all the information which was needed.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And to finish, what communication action or
Yeah.
activity would be more efficient to promote European cheese in Singapore?
Maybe a close group of like some session, like meet and greet kind, where people can come together. I know we still have restrictions going on here of like meeting 5 people at one time. But usually, I really feel that if we can have a close group of like 5 people coming together and we are having a hands-on session, setting up the things which we can actually use in our day-to-day life as well. So that really gives us more confidence and experience as well. And at the same time, you connect with those like-minded people who are very much into it, who really appreciate it. So I think that's very important that people from the same set of like interests, or I mean, if I'll say that I really love cheese, so I'll be really looking forward to meeting people who have the same kind of an interest and they appreciate it rather than just taking it as any other session.
Okay.
So yeah.
Great. Okay, so it's